Hi, I'm Tim, and welcome to WatchYouWant.com. Thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at one of the most innovative and exciting chronograph watches to be released by any manufacturer in the last 25 years. Back in 2006, when the Jaeger-LeCoultre Amvox II first appeared at the Salon International in Geneva, it caused a sensation. Not only was the styling absolutely avant-garde and unprecedented for this formerly conservative watchmaker, but the function of the watch, the finish of the watch, the ergonomics of the watch broke completely new ground. You wouldn't know right off the bat, looking at this model, that it is in fact a chronograph, but it is. At 44 millimeters in diameter, this diamond-like carbon-coated titanium case houses what's known as a articulated vertical trigger. What does that mean? Well, that means that the case itself pivots on ball bearings and actually acts as its own start, stop, and reset trigger for the chronograph mechanism. And I'll show you a little bit about what that means. Now I'm holding the watch in my hand, braced against the back as though it were on my wrist. I've started the watch now by pressing at 12. It's just as seamless on your wrist. You can see the chronograph seconds hand springs into action, tracing an arc across the dial, which is designed to recall vintage sports car tachometers and speedometers. Now, Jaeger-LeCoultre has been a long-time provider through its Jaeger instrument arm of sports car speedometers, tachometers, instruments for pilots in aviation, but principally for high-performance road machines. And the Jaeger branch, which started its relationship with Aston Martin of England during the 1920s, has continuously provided the British company with instruments for its luxury performance cars. So, although the trademark Jaeger has appeared on many Aston Martins, this is the first time the inspiration of and content went the other way, and Aston Martin lends some of its signature styling elements to the Amvox II, and the entire Amvox line is a tribute to this 80-year running relationship that JLC had with Aston. Now you can see that right here, the crown is actually a replica of an older pre-war Aston Martin fuel filler cap. You can see that resemblance on the dial to vintage automotive dashboard instruments, and you can actually see right down here at 6 o'clock that the watch actually has visible chronograph hammers. The reset hammers for the chronograph are right here, and it recalls the cutaway of a modern high-performance automotive disc brake with the calipers visible through the spokes of the wheels. Very racy, very subtle though. You wouldn't know right off the bat that this is an Aston Martin inspired watch. Now, it says so on the case back, Aston Martin with the winged logo, beautifully engraved and filled with gold colored, I wouldn't say it's an ink, more like a particle deposit technique. And if you're a fan of Aston, this is the ultimate accessory. If you're not a fan of Aston, this watch is just a gorgeous, fun, innovative, historic, and exclusive chronograph model from JLC. Now, JLC only produced 500 of these. So, if you want exclusivity, if you want originality, if you want high-end engineering and innovation, this watch has it all. That chronograph, now I'm going to stop it and restart it. You can see these little sub-registers. Right here is minutes. Right here is hours. They actually roll by and they scroll by on the sides of the watch at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock respectively. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to reset it. Resets beautifully, incredibly crisp. The vertical trigger feels just as crisp as a column wheel actuated lateral pusher that you would see on most conventional high-end chronographs. Just as crisp, just as snappy, starts and stops just as smoothly, but with a completely original actuation. And then on the side, you have a little control that allows you to lock out the mechanism entirely by moving the slider to 12 o'clock right there, or lock out the reset so you don't accidentally strike the reset at the time that the chronograph is still running. So as you can see, slider's all the way down. I can actually start and stop the watch, but I can't reset it by accident. Very useful in motorsports. Now I've moved the slider, and once I move the slider, I can reset it. Now, this PVD model, which is diamond-like coated titanium, now this is a different look. This is the ultimate Amvox II concept. It's black and it's bad. It's got a lot of attitude. If the standard Amvox II in titanium has sort of a discreet, mechanical, almost Bauhaus elegance to it, I would say, it's an elegant watch, brushed, faceted, and polished alternately. I would say this watch just exudes techno cool. It's got a machine ethic to it. You can see that this carbon fiber top coat on the strap, which by the way is heavily bolstered, really improves on the original appearance of the calfskin Amvox strap, which was designed to evoke a vintage Aston Martin leather seat. This is sportier. This is contemporary. It goes with the black case. The carbon is very much 21st century, very much motorsports and high-performance automobiles today. On the back, still very supple calf. It wears the same way. Soft on the wrist. This is only 93 grams. For comparison, a Rolex Datejust 36mm on the wrist is going to weigh about 120 grams with most of the links, so this is lighter than a Datejust. If you have any reservations about wearing a 44mm watch, know this. This wears like a small watch. On the wrist, you wouldn't know it's there. Ergonomically shaped case back, curved, contoured, very smart, short, curved, conforming lugs. This is a very comfortable watch to wear day in and day out. Not only is it rare, not only is the movement in-house, engineered and produced entirely by JLC, not only is this chronograph mechanism, the vertical trigger, the only one of its kind, but it's available from watchyouwant.com with all original factory accessories. Everything you would have received at a Jaeger-LeCoultre boutique in 2006 when this watch debuted is available on our website, www.watchyouwant.com, with full pictures. Every aspect of this watch and its equipment has been exhaustively photographed. So what you see is what you're getting. So check out watchyouwant.com for this Amvox II PVD and all of our other fine pre-owned luxury watches. You just may find the watch you want.